Bad Larry.
I like the new Catwoman big visor helmet, but the cover on the right makes the helmet look a little like a mouse, am I right? What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Bad Larry Kingdom. I'm your host, Bad Larry, and we will be reviewing Absolute Catwoman issue number 1. I saw this cover, I saw that electric tail, and I'm like, let's give this a shot. This will be the first time Catwoman is on the channel and the first foray into the Absolute universe, so I'm excited. This story begins in London, England. The picture says UK. Bad Larry, what's the difference? UK, England, it's all the same, right? Well, it's a good question. The United Kingdom is made up of 4 separate countries: England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. So there you go, little geography lesson to start off with. We all know Catwoman is primarily a thief in the night, going after shiny bits and bobs. But this is the absolute universe. Apparently, stuff in this universe is all cattywampus. See what I did there? Cattywampus. Anywho, we see a silhouette of what we can only assume to be Catwoman. I mean, who else could it be, right? Looks like Catwoman doing some burglary, cracking the safe open type work, and then the coup de grace, the shadow cast, and the line, "But that's not me," talking about the real Catwoman in this universe, seems to not care about burgled baubles at all. Gunshots? What the heck? Is Catwoman shot? What's going on here? The visual storytelling is fantastic. The real Selena Kyle, the real Catwoman in this universe, standing over the imposter. It's also a metaphor. This image is supposed to have us, the audience, allow this new rendition of Catwoman, the absolute Catwoman, supplant the visual in your mind of what Catwoman should be or look like. Even though the imposter isn't dead, she's sleep. The way the imposter is lying on the ground makes it seem like she's dead. It's all about destroying the image in your mind of the old Catwoman while the new is standing victorious above. And what is new? Well, lots. The electric tail, that's sick. The gun use, we never associate Catwoman with guns. Well, now I do. The epic helmet and visor is also sick. And I love the lavender or pale purple tone to her suit instead of the traditional all black. So now that our star has appeared, center stage, let's get on with the show. Jonesy? What? This new Catwoman has like a Jarvis or AI system in her helmet like she's Iron Man? Interesting. The imposter has no fingerprints? How does that happen? No time to answer that. Catwoman is ambushed, but them cat-like reflexes are on point. I like how the tail is all electrified. Is the tail for stability, or is it a weapon too, or both? More imposters? I like how she said they look like an old memory. Again, this is a reference to our subconscious imagery of what Catwoman should look like, and is another reminder that this is absolute universe. Catwoman ain't that. But there's some connection to Selena here, a former gang she belonged to called the Calicos. Selena ain't no scaredy cat though. She still has that alley cat fight in her. If you're new, just know old Bad Larry loves a splash page. Love them. This is super cool. It reminds me of the old Spider-Man comics showing how Spider-Man would take out a mess of goons. Same here, but there's so much going on. The Catwoman is super tactical, more like an elite soldier than common thief. Her armor is Kevlar, which is military. The tail is, quote, conductive carbon steel, end quote, operating through neuroconnectivity. Again, this is military stuff. She has an EMP in her left ear. That's super cool. And then we see the gun use. Everything about the regular Catwoman shows she has claws, but those are used passively only when needed to be able to escape. This Catwoman is built for the offense. Everything about her and her fit screams fight first. She makes the enemies run. You know what? This Catwoman is the regular DC version Batman. She is basically Batman here in the Absolute Universe. The Semtex explosion is wild. Catwoman's revenge plan is brutal, breaking every bone in her enemy's body. Wow, she's freaking Batman or Punisher, I don't know. Oh, and I guess it's also Selena's 25th birthday. It's unusual for comic writers to age a character, locking in an actual number, but I can appreciate it. All this is to show Selena is a baller. This huge windows, the elevator in her apartment going downward. She's Batman, I tell you. What did I say? What did I say? She is Batman. She has an underground bunker called the Cat Cave. The Cat Cave? Come on. This is hilarious. We know she has a sick motorcycle under that sheet called the Wildcat. You know, when your main vehicle has a name, like the Batmobile, it's gonna be hella sick. I can't wait to see the Wildcat for real. We are supposed to believe this lady is retiring from action life at 25? Yeah, right. Flashback time. We see 13-year-old Selena running for her life from wife beater Joe. So in this universe, she is still grew up in Gotham City, but just lives in London now. Okay. What the F, Joe? You can't just be strangling foster kids out the fire escape? Man, not cool. Even at 13, Selena is showing she fought off enemies bigger than her without much fear as well, and she's athletic as heck. We learn Selena is Cubana, which is fine. She loves spicy. We learn that the item she would be looking for in the present time was a postcard from her hometown. This shows she has heart. People who are bad aren't typically sentimental. Risking your life for a postcard for sentimental reasons shows you got a lot of heart. This chick is all over the globe, right? Now she's in Madani, Sicily. In the present time, is this another one of her houses? An epic freaking estate with her own helicopter and beachfront access? Also, look at her house, modern, sharp, while with lots of glass. She's baller. The other buildings in the background look like old, rundown castle. So she must have built this new shiny house from scratch, which is even more impressive. Catwoman has her own piazza. She's Bruce freaking Wayne in this bitch. The panther or tiger, it gets to stay. I hope they become friends. That'll be cool. And now we're back in London. I guess this was before she went to her new home in Sicily. The jumping around in time and place is a bit annoying. She's planning on leaving London after tonight. Something has spooked her though. You know it's darn near impossible to sneak up on a cat. Throwing your main weapon randomly in the dark is not a good move. Not only do you not clearly see your target, but now you've lost your only offensive weapon. Luckily, she only killed a cake. Her friend, or maybe her old sidekick Holly, just brought her a cake for her birthday. Oh, that's nice, but how'd she get in? 7 years. Wow, she hasn't seen Holly since what? She was 18? And we see Holly was Selena's protege, a little ginger mini cat girl. I mean, who doesn't like red velvet cake? I can forgive most anything if you give me a red velvet cake. That Justin Bieber hair swoop wasn't fooling anyone. Holly covering up that black eye? Why, I oughta. Flashback number 2. Now with Holly. This time Selena's 15, still in Gotham City. Holly was running from the cops and was good at it too. Holly has that spirit, unbreakable spirit. The crappy cards dealt to her don't keep her smile diminished. Heck, she still's got that black eye. I mean, who would be abusing this girl? So Holly came to get Selena to do one more job. We learned Selena and Holly and some others were part of a crew or gang. I guess these were the Calicos we learned about earlier. But then Selena just up and left. It seems like for good reasons. It seems like Selena lost something important to her too, just like Bruce Wayne lost his parents. Selena is Cubana Bruce Wayne. In the past 7 years, things have clearly changed though. Selena somehow went super baller status, while Holly seems to be a few levels below, evident by how Holly responds to her Selena living in the luxury apartment and have it. And Holly says she's always lands on her feet like an alley cat. Shows she is way, way, way below Selena at this point. We learn about the special postcard from Cuba with 10 names on of her family on it. As Selena is cutting the cake, she sees there's something hidden in the cake. Just like cats like to hide all their burgled baubles, it seems Holly hid something in this cake meant for Selena to have, or at least to watch over. Selena's old crew, the Calicos, are breaking into her apartment to steal something not cool. But Selena has that trap door just like Batman hiding her Catwoman suit. It's time to get down to business. And now we're back to the action. Catwoman falling, deploying a freaking cat chute. You get it? A cat parachute? Anyway, the point is critical in the character's lore. She isn't totally immune from damage. Cats have 9 lives and always land on their feet, sure. But in the fall, she busted up her shoulder and busted her ankle. I can tell you, I had both of these injuries, the ankle being the worst of it. The pain is just so intense. I cannot fathom how she would be able to continue. When I broke my ankle, I was out for months. Selena's sick ass penthouse is cooked. Her imposter haters are leaving the scene. But now we get to see Wildcat in action. But how she's going to shift with a broken ankle? She's tough. Aw, snap. The Wildcat is pure aura, pure awesomeness. I love it. It's sleek as heck. I love her AI Jonesy as well. This helmet is multi-purposed, just like Batman. I'm with it. She has locked on to her targets. Why are you running? Oh, snap. One of them has Holly tied up on the back of one of the bikes. The leader of the imposters not only snatched up Holly, but the sweet ball Holly hid in her birthday cake. Thing has got to be super valuable then, whatever it is. I love the details. The carbon steel electro tail just glowing. The enemy caused a huge crash, and just like the Batmobile transforming into something else, well, I guess the Wildcat can also transform into Apex mode. This is sick. An Apex Predator is the top of the food chain, like a lion or tiger. The countdown is just pure drama. The bike is now a giant metal Catmobile. No wheels anymore, but paws. How creative! The debris is easily overcome in Apex mode. We need an absolute Catwoman on Apex mode, Wildcat toy immediately. And then back to motorcycle mode. The transition is seamless. I wonder how much that kitty cat costs. Shifting her focus from the fight back to reacquiring the special valuable blue marble thingy. Very clever. Catwoman went claw to claw against maybe her most formidable foe. She knows she needs to juice up her weaponry. We go to the leader of the imposter crew in some factory safe house. A call is coming in on her helmet phone, I guess. The caller says, quote, "We are proud of you, Cassandra Cain," end quote. First of all, who the heck is this? Who is we? But we do learn the identity of the imposter writer. I'm not familiar with the character Cassandra Crane. I did a quick look up. She's apparently part of the Batman family, adopted daughter of Bruce Wayne. I wonder what her story will look like through the Absolute Universe. I really enjoyed this first issue. Tell me your thoughts on this version of Catwoman down in the comments below. Is it a hit or a miss for you? Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you real soon. Peace.